What's up, everybody? Back in the building. Man, it's oddly plausible to be here. It's just crazy to even be here in this new this new year. We're already 2 months into it. February 2024, man. Happy New Year. Hey, happy belated New Year to y'all. But actually it's going into the year of the dragon. So it's like right now, you know what I mean? The year of the dragon is gonna be a good year for prosperity and good luck, so on and so forth. If y'all into that sort of thing. But let me just get this knocked out really fast, man. The mic is hot. Protect yourself at all times, because what you say can and will be verified and heard by the rest of the world. So make sure your facts are checked and your truths are universal. I am Douglas, your host of Ollie Plausible. Man, let's go. Today, we really don't have a topic. We're just going to kind of freestyle this and just talk about fatherhood as a whole, man. First and foremost, shout outs to all the fathers out there that's doing their thing, 24/7, grinding, doing what you're supposed to do for your sons, your daughters, so on and so forth, and your wives and your baby moms, whatever, whichever it is, as long as you're taking care of your kids, man. Salute to y'all for real. Next thing I want to say is that for everyone that's considering, all the men out there considering being a father, man, go ahead and take care of your responsibilities. You lay with that woman, you created a life, you make sure you take care of that life. You feel me? That's one of the gems that I want to drop on y'all for today. Um, so one of the things that I've really been thinking about a lot lately is just in this world, there's a lot of negativity and a lot of things that are, I would say roadblocks and barriers that are in our way. But the thing is, it's just like, how do you use these things to maximize your purpose? How do you use these things to your advantage? And what do you need to do? And how do you need to do to make sure that you are able to, become successful in whatever you're trying to do, whatever endeavor it is? And simply, my answer is this: whatever your situation is, and I'm gonna have to give the credit to my brother Dion for throwing me this metaphor. But whatever your negative situation is, look at it as a layover. Layovers, when you take a flight somewhere and you're not quite there yet, you got to stop somewhere on the way, and you just got to stay there for a couple hours or whatever, hopefully, right? And it's a layover. It's nothing that you're gonna be there permanently, or it's nothing that's gonna be anything special about your trip. It's just somewhere you got to get to before you get to the actual destination. So that's what a negative thing is. Negative people, negative places, negative whatever it is. It's just a way to, it's just a way to pass on time. So while you in that time frame, use your time wisely by doing things that's going to build you up and make sure you move positively in your purpose. I think that one of the things about being in certain situations, I said this months back, and I still stand on this. Go where you're celebrated. Not where you're tolerated, and you'll do a lot better, and you'll be a lot better off. But I say that to say sometimes you have to put yourself in a position where you're celebrated and kind of like deal with where you're being tolerated temporarily, right? But it doesn't have to be a permanent situation. But it's up to you to either one, get yourself out of the situation, or two, be stuck there and suffer in silence. And I would definitely go with number one. I think that a lot of times people tend to get complacent, and when they get complacent, a lot of times they get stuck somewhere and they complain, right? But their complaining has not gotten them any further than where they were when they started complaining. So it's like, if you're in a negative situation, right? If you're in a position where you don't want to be in, the best course of action is to take action, because you can't be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years down the line still complaining about the same thing in 2024, and this is 2029. You can't do that. You just wasted a bunch of years, right? So it's better to take action, to move forward, and to resolve your issue, your situation, or whatever it is, in a positive way, so that you put yourself in the path of your purpose, one, and two, put yourself in a position that you would like to be in. the thing is, a lot of times people see themselves, on top of the hill. People see themselves as the person that's in charge, but you don't want to do the work. You don't want to put the time and effort into the work to get there, but you still want those things, right? And it doesn't work like that. The universe doesn't work like that. That's why you have so many people that are in leadership positions that are not qualified to be in those positions. That's the prime example. So I would say take your time, play your position currently, and if you want to be in a better position, put yourself in a better position by getting the knowledge, the wisdom, and the know-how to do what you need to do. And if that's lead people, be a better person yourself. If you want to be a better leader, a better father, a better husband, be a better man first. If you want to be a better leader, better woman, better mother, better wife, be a woman first. Easy. Um, but yeah, it's that simple. If you want to change your position, you can't stand in the same position and think you're going to change your position, right? It's like running on a treadmill. You're going miles according to the computer on the treadmill, but you're actually just running in place. You're not going anywhere. So if you want to change your position, you got to move. You got to make action. You got to take action. And you got to do it right now. Don't wait, because tomorrow, later might not come. So take advantage and make your plan of action right now, right away, and do what you need to do for yourself. It's only going to benefit you. It's only going to benefit those that are in care of you and those that maybe in future care of you. You just never know. Oftentimes I think about, the future self is a direct result of what's being done in the present and what was done in the past. That's the future self. The future self doesn't exist yet. The present self is the one that's here. The present self is the result of the past self that put us here. So if you don't want your current present circumstances to be your future, you have to do whatever you need to do to change it. And you need to get mentors. You need to get people that are going to help you put yourself in that position, but you ultimately have to 100% do the work. So that's my quick, I would say L2 for the day, for this week. I apologize. I kind of dropped the ball on doing L2s, lessons learned, but those are my that's my quick one for this week. And I just want to jump on some other things before we get out of here, because this is gonna be a quick one. I just want to talk about just obstacles, right? Things that are in your way, because I know we're talking about negativity, and obviously negative things and negative thoughts can definitely be an obstacle for anybody. But it's all about your position. It's all about your perception of it. It's just like, if there's a rock in the road, right? You can either go over the rock, you can go under the rock, you can go around the rock, you can go through the rock. But there's options. You just have to kind of like see the options through the obstacles in order to move forward. And that's the best thing I can say, because that's been the best my approach. There's not one way to approach something. There's multiple ways. You just have to kind of like step back, look at it, and see it for what it is, and then proceed from there. But it's about being able to think a little bit bigger than just what you're thinking about. For example, if you want your family to be successful, and you kind of like have to see like, what's your ideal of success, what's your thought processes when it goes to getting to that success, and what are the obstacles that are going to come along with that when you're trying to attain that success, right? So when we think about that, it's a lot easier to tackle, as opposed to just having some random, not really thought out plan, versus, okay, there's many ways that we can tackle this. We have many ways to do so. So if one way doesn't work, try another one. Another way doesn't work, try that other one. Eventually, there's going to be some kind of effort to where the result of your efforts are going to pay off. But you have to keep moving. You have to never give up. That's the most important thing. And that's what's worked for me. And I think that it will still work for everybody else too. Never give up, move forward. If you fail in a business, you can always come back from it, as long as you never give up. If you fail in your career, you get fired or something like that, likely you had knowledge when you got the job, right? And if you're on the job long enough, you got more knowledge than what you came into the door with. So when you leave that one job involuntarily, maybe, you can always build upon what you learned from the previous job. I don't plan on getting fired, in my future careers and future endeavors, but it's not necessarily a failure if it happens, right? But one of the things I will say is a lot of times people think that, failure and success are final, but they're not. For example, failure is never final. It's just a way that this particular way you did it didn't work, right? And then success, if you were successful at something, it doesn't just mean that you can just kick your feet up and become complacent, because you still have to constantly work. Otherwise, you will fail. So they're one and the same, actually, if you think about it. Success and failure both take effort. When you fail and you fail completely, that means you completely gave up. When you are successful in whatever endeavor you were, trying to pursue, I would say that you put forth that effort to make you successful. It just didn't happen just because, right? So failure and success, obviously, they're on the same lines. There's a thin line between the two. So it's just a matter of how you perceive things and how you look at it. But it's an obstacle, and those things that we fear the most, probably once we confront them and face them, actually don't even really exist. We just have to be, man enough, woman enough, human enough, real enough to face them head on and not try to avoid them, not try to go around them or something like that. Just go head on, meet them, deal with them, and your fears will soon become your powers. Um, Lastly, I just like to say, I like to shout out to, was just thinking about it real heavy. I was thinking about, where I am in my life and, where I could have been. And man, big shout out to my granny, big shout out to my grandfather. You know what I'm saying? Papa Mac, man. Shout out to y'all real quick. Without you guys, I wouldn't be here. And I don't know where I would be, honestly, but definitely give thanks to you guys, and along with my parents and everything else. But that one-on-one mentoring and just the wisdom that you guys poured into me over the years has not gone, it's definitely not going on deaf ears. It's like definitely paid off, and I definitely will pay you guys forward in doing the best I can as a man, as a father, as a husband, so on and so forth. So yeah, real quick shout out to you guys. um I think with that said, though, just my quick last thoughts, last minute kind of thought thinking on this. Um, one of the things that I feel that kind of like this platform is coming into its own is it's not going to be all over the place with topics. Kind of like starting to see that the focus needs to be on fatherhood. And then it also needs to be focused on just being a better father, being a better man, and if you're married, being a better husband. By no means am I an expert on any of the three, but I'm learning. I'm learning to be the best version of that which I am, and I'm trying my best to be all those things, that all those titles that come with that. So father, man, father, my father, man, and also husband, as well. I don't take those lightly, and I want to be the best version of that self that I can be for all those different hats that I will wear. But one of the things that we're going to start doing more with the channel, with Oddly Plausible, is just talking more and focusing more on fatherhood as a whole. And then I'm going to just kind of break things down, whichever topic, whichever way I choose to go. And once things kind of gain a little bit more traction, um, we'll address certain things that people want to hear more about. We'll have more people, different kinds of people, different kinds of fathers come on and talk about and give some of their accounts, some of their stories, and share some of their things and along their journey of fatherhood, and as a whole. And I just want to see that, and I want to see that come together. So it'll be great to get more input from different people. I would say give me some constructive criticism, people, because criticism without actual solution is not going to change anything. But constructive criticism is coming from a logical place. It comes from a place that you can definitely learn something from, build upon, and then move on. Just saying that, your podcast sucked, or, this particular topic was terrible or something like that. I need more details, people. You know what I'm saying? Not saying nobody said it sucked or anything like that. Not yet. Thank goodness. I try my best to put out quality content, and I try my best to, do the best to research the things so that it actually becomes a great, vessel of information as well as entertainment. We'll get to the entertainment piece eventually, but the main thing is just we're getting this out here, no masks, no filters. We're just real, we're just being who we are, just regular fathers going to work every day, dealing with the normal day-to-day things, and dealing with the normal at home, not going to sleep sometimes on time, or not getting enough sleep because your kids are keeping you up or whatever. But that's just us, there's no filter. I'm not gonna ever pretend to be perfect, or create some kind of perfect image. I'll record when I'm tired. I'll record when I'm energetic. I'll record when I'm angry. I'll just whatever I feel when it hits me, I'll get on here and do my thing. But I just ask that you guys support the channel so we can grow, so things can become better, so we can give you guys actually more, and gals, more quality content. And we want to also get some more information. Just give us more ideas of what you would like to hear and what you would like to see on this channel, and I'll definitely make it happen. And when my brothers come on here, Josh and Dion, when they get on here, we'll all do our thing. But it's more or less it's my channel, so I'm just running it. So yeah, with that said, man, I'm just gonna quick bow out, and you guys always respect all, fear none. Until next time, peace.
Oddly plausible.